All right, now we're gonna be doing quads, starting off with everybody's favorite exercise, the Bulgarian split squats. So the idea with these is once you go down all the way, you wanna get to a 90-degree angle here with your knee either just barely touching the ground or floating about an inch above the ground. Up and squeeze. When I do this squeeze at the top, I also push this opposite leg down into the bench to get a nice stretch in my hip flexor. Down slow, load up the weight on the quad, up a little bit faster and squeeze. Now, if it's too easy to do it with just body weight, if you can do the full 90 seconds with that, just go ahead and either grab one dumbbell in one hand or one in each hand, and you can progressively overload this, get stronger over time. Now, if you want to really torture yourself, do it with the weights first as much as you can. Put the weights down and then go for body weight until complete fatigue. So there you go, Bulgarian split squats. Okay, this next exercise is another unilateral quad exercise. I learned this one from Knees Over Toes guy. It's called the ATG split squat. Maybe some of you have heard of it. So when you're a beginner, you want your foot elevated on something. And what you're gonna do is basically just drive the knee forward until your hamstring is touching your Achilles. And then you come back and squeeze. So what I do here is I pull my toes towards me. This gives a nice stretch in the hamstring and a strong contraction in the quad. So if some people might have like severe knee problems and knee pain, this is one of the most important exercises to do. I recommend putting the hand under the knee. It acts as like a cushion and a brake, and it just gives you better control over the split squat. So for anybody that's more intermediate or advanced, having the foot this elevated is just gonna be way too easy. So you can find either like a lower platform, maybe something half of this height, or work your way to the ground with assistance with your hand. So I'll show the assistant and I'll show it without any assistance. So you drive the knee forward really slow, especially if this is your first exercise of the day. Sometimes your knee will be out of alignment, and if you just go straight into it, you can hurt yourself. So just like with every exercise I've been saying, go really slow on the eccentrics, especially at first. Spend a little bit of time here. And then this part is also very important. I don't think he teaches this in his system. Pull the toe towards you, squeeze the quad for 1 to 3 seconds, go into the next rep. Now, once you get proficient with it, you won't need any assistance, and eventually you can even start stacking up weight, putting weight in each hand. But this is what it looks like body weight. So notice my other knee is not touching the ground. I go until it's right above the ground. And I've been doing this for years now. When I first started, this was probably my max range of motion here. By slowly being patient and chipping away at it, now I can do it also with weights. And this is the exercise that I found to be the most regenerative for my knees. I used to have severe knee pains, and progressively getting stronger at this exercise has given me the best bang for my buck for my knees and my legs. Next exercise. All right, next up, now we have doing both legs at the same time. Goblet squats. I like to use a kettlebell. Hold it right here just above my chin, just below my chin. Inhale as you go down. You can either go to right about 90 degrees. Some people swear by full range of motion. If you have the full range of motion and it feels good for you, go for it. But if you go just below 90 degrees, that's also going to be sufficient. So same concept as before. Do some reps really slow, and you can do some explosive. If you're training for athleticism, even feel free to throw in a little hop. Goblet squats.